Hello, and welcome to a much long-awaited next episode of Attack the Pack. Now, eventually, we'll be doing the 16 teams in the AFC and their draft recaps, but that's not what this video in particular is about. Off camera, go well. All right, so this video in particular is about, well, we've gotten a little bit more support than we really ever thought was gonna happen. I mean, one of our videos, the Packers video, for example, had about 31 views last time I checked. And, you know, we thought that was pretty good until we saw the Vikings video, which currently is sitting at 654 views. I don't know about you, Joe, but I don't even know that many people. So, considering all we literally do is just shoot the video and upload it straight to YouTube, don't really do anything to the video, don't put any tags in it or anything like that. I don't know, I think that's quite a feat. Obviously, quite a few people liked our Vikings video. Just goes to show how good the show is when a couple of Packers fans can draw in so many Vikings fans. So, big thank you to Vikings Nation. Bet you guys are happy Adrian Peterson showed back up to OTAs. So, I wanted to throw that out there. And then also, I got a comment from a Bears fan on the Bears video and a list of things that he thought, or she, I don't remember. But basically, a couple of things they touched on was Eddie Goldman was actually a good pick for them because, and I think I actually said in the video, I see him as a great run stopper but no real pass rush. Well, I wasn't thinking at the time because they've always been like a 4-3 since I've been watching, you know, pro football. Well, with Vic Fangio, they're switching to a 3-4. So they need a big plug nose tackle. Eddie Goldman fits that bill. He could be for them what B.J. Raji was for us early in his career. It's funny because they both come from schools that use the same exact uniform. Boston College and Florida State. But I digress. So I concede that one. I did not think of that. And I am not above admitting when, man, I need to move that camera forward. Damn thing's like hanging off the ledge back there. There we go. Probably just made the damn thing crooked or something, but oh well. Anyways, back to the point. So I concede that one. However, one thing they did mention, that Bears fan, was that Antrel Rolle, they kind of bragged about picking him up. Pro Football Focus had him rated as like the 78th overall safety out of 87 total safeties last year. There were part-time players that graded out better than Antrel Rolle. Antrel Rolle did not have a good season last year, so while he does bring veteran leadership, as he or she put it, I do not think that was any kind of an upgrade in their back end, and I think that back end is still going to be significantly lacking. And since we've made that video, they said, or that person mentioned the guy they drafted, the safety they drafted deep in the later rounds. I forgot his name. Anyways, one of the guys they drafted in the later rounds, he said they were going to play opposite of Kyle Fuller. All reports I've heard is that they plan on playing, who's that old guy, Tim Jennings? Is he still there? That old guy? Anyways, I've heard a lot about how they plan on playing him out there. But I don't know. Still, sketchy ass secondary in my book. But hey, it's just one man's opinion, and that's what the show's all about. The fan opinion. Fan of football. Yeah. Alright. And then also, they went on to mention Langford. And I mean, we even said when we talked about Langford that he can basically do everything Mark Ingram does, not Mark Ingram, but Matt Forte does on a slightly smaller scale. Doesn't seem to be quite as athletic. But, I mean, hell, now they're talking about this may be like Matt Forte's last year in Chicago, so the drafting of Jeremy Langford looks more pivotal than ever. Anyways, just wanted to get that out there. I know it shows like I'm showing some love to the NFC North, but I didn't really see any comments on any of the other videos, and no other video certainly had 654 views. So thank you once again to Vikings Nation. Anything you want to add, Joe? Before we roll into the AFC draft recap?
You summed it up well. To be honest, I wasn't even aware of the comments.
Well, that's because I didn't give you access to the Gmail account. Yeah, I thought we got a couple comments on some more videos. In fact, Gavin used one of them to try to get in touch with
Yeah,
me.
I saw that.
One of my friends left his phone in my car after the gym one night, and he used the Viking video as a way to try to get a hold of me. That's when I actually was brought to the attention that it had 600 plus views. I had no idea until he was like, "Josh, it has views," and I was like, "The fuck?" Alright, but once again, thank you, and we will go ahead and get started on those AFC draft recaps. And maybe a little talk about the Deflategate. Maybe. Maybe. Alright, Joe, send us out.